Protect mental health, be a self-starter. Series 2, Be the Master of Our Brain. Episode 4, Healthy Brain for Life. In 2022, the World Health Organization published a position paper, Optimizing Brain Health Across the Life Course. It states that 1 in 3 people will suffer from neurological disorders at some point in their lives. It becomes the leading factor of disability and the second leading cause of death. Brain health is a key determinant of our mental health throughout our lives. What a pity that global brain health action is woefully inadequate. This episode aims to explore ways of optimizing our brain health throughout our life course. Healthy brain for life. From birth to death, how can we continuously optimize our brain health so that the brain can function effectively and allow us to live a wonderful life? According to the research in neuroscience, psychiatry, and psychology, as well as my personal experience in managing crises in life, I worked out Healthy Brain for Life, Smart Tips 1, 2, 3, to help myself steer the course of nurturing healthy brain development. Smart Tip 1, do no harm to our brains. Smart Tip 2, stay connected. Smart Tip 3, turn crises into opportunities. Smart Tip 1, do no harm to our brains. It is important to hedge against dangerous or adverse environments that can bring harm to our brains. Non-toxic, brain is the core. The World Health Organization's position paper on brain health, 2022, states clearly that among many factors that might bring harm to our brains, adverse childhood experiences, ACEs, and toxic chronic stress play an important part. These include long-term social deprivation, discrimination, neglect, and negative life experiences are proved to pose adverse impacts on the structural development of our brains. Besides, persistent exposure to adverse circumstances might make us isolated and gradually we become withdrawn from social connection. Even worse, to escape from agony, we may resort to harmful physical behaviors, such as drug abuse, promiscuity, or addiction that ultimately leads us to incapacity to face the current hardship. Smart Tip 2, stay connected with inner self and others. When we are in adversity, the presence of loving and responsive interactions between self and trusted ones is a protective factor for brain health and mental health. The caring interactions allow us to process our emotions and clarify thoughts. We need to learn how to come close to our inner world, in alignment with the growing self inside. Developmental psychology studies have shown that if we have adversities in early childhood and were deprived of any proper protection and love from our caretakers, we might have lost the buffers from our caretakers to make the suffering in early childhood tolerable. We also missed the opportunity to learn how to deal with emotional distress from our caretakers who are supposed to be our role models. Hence, we may be burdened with many negative emotional memories. To get out from being the victims of the adverse early life experiences, as adults, we need to take the initiative to form a true ally with the growing child inside. We can be more compassionate to ourselves by telling the growing child, I want to live this life well and will give myself an opportunity to grow maturely. I will take the courage to open up myself and connect with people in this world. Having said that, the act of opening oneself up can be felt as risky, especially when we have isolated ourselves for a long time or we lack self-confidence to do so. We may wonder how the others judge us, especially when we have been battered before. Hence, we may think of getting professional counseling to cultivating social skills and confidence in relationship building. Smart Tip 3, turn crises into opportunities. Life has never been smooth, and setbacks and difficulties are unpredictable. To overcome crisis, let's boldly embrace the challenges and turn crises into opportunities. When we believe that we are the master of our brains, and have the responsibility to live well for ourselves and not to hand over our destiny to others, our brains can be rewired to the direction we aspire. Let's become the navigator of our own life and re-establish our self-value. Summary. Based on the research in neuroscience, psychiatry, and psychology, as well as my personal reflection, I worked out the above SMART tips to guide myself on how to optimize my brain health across the life course. I believe that when we stay conscious of our role in protecting our brain health, our brains will develop in the direction of health. Author, Dr. S.B. Chan, Doctor of Psychotherapy and Counselling, University of Edinburgh, UK. Master of Mental Health, the Chinese University of Hong Kong. Master of Psychiatry, Cardiff University, UK. The 10th of February 2023.